Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm going to be sharing with you a get ready with me using one brand, and the brand of products that I'm going to be using today are from Morphe. Now I've already applied my base because I don't mix up my foundations. Once I've found a foundation that I love, I generally tend to stick to it, and of course I will have all of those products listed down below what I'm wearing. So I have my base applied, my concealer, my foundation, and of course I have my brows applied because I don't have any brow products from Morphe, but what I do have are the rest of the products. Now I was inspired today by the colour yellow. I am loving this headband. It's elasticated. I picked it up from Primark. It's in my most recent Primark haul. It's only £2. They have lots and lots of these. If you don't like yellow, I'm sure that you'll find something else that you will love, because they have an amazing range of head products, or hair products I would say, at the moment, and I was drawn to this. So I've been inspired by the colour yellow. Also have picked these up from Primark as well. So Morphe have some amazing eyeshadow palettes, and within the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault collection I've found my eyeshadow palette. But let's apply a few products to my face because I'm looking a little bit one-dimensional at the moment. So the product that I'm going to start off with is the Morphe Highlight Contour Palette. And is it a certain, yeah, it's 8L. It's lo-fi. I think there's a hi-fi as well, I think. But yeah, this is the 8L. So it's a palette that looks like this. Let's open it up. And the products inside look like this. Now there is a large mirror there, so I am lifting it and showing you upside down. So you've got an array of products here for the face. You have got 4 like bronzer contour shades there, and then you have some highlight shades there, and I absolutely particularly love the shade Supernova, which I believe is only available within this palette. 2 of the shades actually, Lit, this one here, this yellow shade, and Stardust, are products that you can get singularly in the highlights. So that's one of them, and this is from the shade Spark, which I may or may not be using in a little while. But the shades Supernova and Cosmic, so these 2 here, are actually exclusive to this palette. So I really love the shades in here. I love the quality. So let's get into the product, and of course I'm going to be using my NYX fan brush. What shall I go in with? I think I'll go in with Donut. So Donut is bottom first shade. Obviously it's upside down, so it will look a little bit different to you. So let's start warming up my face. Okay, so as always, I'm just patting the product on. I particularly like patting the product on. It gives me the finish that I like, and I'm not pulling at my skin. Oops, I mean, trying to pick up fluff. Oh, goodness knows what that is. Okay, as well. So I'm just patting that on. Now, what I also do is I always go round the edge of my forehead, and I always bring it down like that. So we're really, I suppose, going all the way round the face. I think I need some more. Is it this side? I'm going warm. Like I say, I've been inspired by yellow. I mean, I suppose I want spring to hurry up. I think once we're all over Christmas, we all want that snowy kind of, I don't know, perfect Christmas kind of landscape. And once that's, you know, we've done and dusted with Christmas, I always want spring then to hurry up. So what I'm going to do is just bronze my cheek area now. And I think spring is one of those seasons of the year that I don't know, it's like a fresh start every year. You know, spring clean. I usually spring clean my wardrobe, my house, you know, it's like a fresh start, isn't it? And I absolutely love that about spring. I love to see, I'm obsessed with flowers. I always go for floral prints. I mean, I'm in a lace kind of top, but it's got all flowers on it. I'm just obsessed with anything floral. I love to see flowers, and I just love, now obviously I'm walking a lot with the puppy. I love looking around, looking at all of the snowdrops that have sprung. I'm just loving it. Okay, so I'm still patting this in. Just takes a little while. I'm just going to take the edge off this a little bit, and I'm going to just carve that out a little bit like that. But yeah, I absolutely love anything floral. Again, I'm going to take that down a notch or two there. I do like quite a heavy contour, or bronzer in this case. I'm going to use the edge of the brush, and I'm going into the shade Debutante right next to Donut, just to give me a little bit of a contour. And I do use a very, very light brush, you know, backwards and forwards motion, so I'm not dragging or pulling at my skin at all. But I found that this is the best way for that, you know, kind of contoured look. Now I'm just going to go over that just to blend that in a little bit. And again, I'm going in with the foundation brush. You can either use a foundation brush, you know, with the foundation, excess foundation that you've used that particular day, or you can go in with a face powder, whatever is your preference. So like that. Okay, now I need to apply a blush. So I'm going in with, and I've got two here, I believe. Have I got two? Yes, I have. I've got two blushes here, and these are from the Blushing Babes collection. And also I thought it would be really nice to revisit Morphe, because I've got a lot of lovely products from that range. And it is like a mid-range. It's not high-end, but it's not also like very inexpensive here in the UK. I know that in the US a lot of drugstores carry Morphe, or it's more readily available perhaps, like Ulta. You can pick it up from there, I believe. Don't quote me on that, because obviously I don't particularly know. I'm just going by what I've seen. But here in the UK it's a little bit more difficult to get hold of. Obviously there is now a store opening somewhere in London, I believe. So yeah, looking forward to that, because I may visit it. But yeah, it's not quite as readily available here. So I do feel that the prices are not also calculated. So for example, if something is $29 in the US, then it's always transferred to the UK as £29, which is not quite right for the exchange rate. But you know, and that's what makes it less expensive here in the UK. But these are the Blushing Babes trio of blushes. I've got my favourite, which is Pop of Rose. I really, really love this, particularly this shade here, and I also love this shimmer shade there. As you know, I do love a deep highlight. I'm not particularly into that icy look, but the shades in here really do give me that little bit of shimmer, and perhaps a shimmery blush. And then this one is Pop of, what one is this one? Pop of, is it Pop of Peach or Pop of Coral? Oh, it does say Pop of Coral. I'm looking in the wrong place. So this is Pop of Coral. I'm not quite sure what to go for. I think I might go for Boss, which is this one here, because obviously I'm doing a yellow look. I don't want anything too rosy. So although I'm drawn to the rose, I think I might go for Boss from Pop of Coral. So as always, I'm using my Wilko blush brush. So applying a little bit of this. Again, very pigmented, as you can see, so I'm definitely going to have to blend this in. That's actually what I have found across the board with Morphe products. They are very pigmented, very good quality products. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't purchase them, but yeah, really, really like their products. I didn't pick up the James Charles palette. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know. I just didn't. Initially, I was going to pick it up, but then I didn't. I just don't know why I wasn't that attracted to it. All right, just blending that in as I always do, because I do like a more natural look. Like that. Okay, I am going to apply a little bit of highlight today as well. And what am I going to go for? Now I've got the single highlight, which is called the High Impact Highlight in the shade Spark, and they come like this. What I also really like about Morphe is their packaging. I think it just looks so professional across the board. I do like anything that's simplistic. I'm not, you know, I suppose I'm always drawn to classic rather than, you know, a little bit fussy. I'm sitting here with a crocheted top, which is a little bit more fussy for me, but you know, I just like that classic kind of feel, and that's what I really love about the Morphe packaging. So this one is Spark, and as always it's a little bit deeper because that's what I like. So I've got that, or of course I've got those shades from the palette. I think I'll go for Spark today. As always, I'm using my Flex brush from Revolution, and I'm just going into that, just adding a little bit onto the high points of my cheek. I just love it so much. And it's sunny here in Norfolk, which it's been raining. It's been raining a lot, so it's nice to see the sun. Perhaps that's what's inspired me to wear yellow and feel spring maybe on its way. Okay, so that's the highlight. I mean, beautiful, absolutely stunning. Okay, so that is my face products done. Now for the eyes, and this is the palette that I was, as soon as I thought yellow, I thought of this palette. And it is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, and this one is, I always forget to look at the spine of the palette, it's Armed and Gorgeous. So this is what this looks like. You can purchase these separately or all together, you know, as the Vault, but oh, I just love this so much. I think if I was to purchase one of these palettes, this would have been the one that I picked up. I mean, particularly for the coin. I mean, look at that beautiful colour there. Stunning. Okay, I still haven't shown you the green palette from that collection. I will have to do that very soon. So first of all, I'm going in with Access, and of course I'm using my Primark contour brush. Whoops, couldn't speak there for a moment. Okay. So I'm going in with this shade first. Now, of course, I have put a base on and I've set it, but it always collects in the crease of my eye. So I just have to pat that out. So as always, I'm putting the tip of the brush, so it's shaped like that, and I'm putting that into the crease and just backwards and forwards. Going quite high with this colour as well, as you can see. So it is quite yellow. Obviously there are other palettes within this collection, so if you don't like, you know, yellows perhaps, or you would like more neutral palette, there is a more neutral palette, and there is also a purple palette as well as that green inspired palette as well. I really like the formula as well, but I mean the shimmers in these are just incredible. So stunning. I really like the eyeshadow palettes now. Didn't used to be the case. If you had a yellow in a palette, it used to be very powdery and so powdery that it blended away. I mean, you can definitely see that yellow there. Now what I'm going to do is we're going a little bit deeper. I'm going into, and there are two, I've got Secure or I've got Agent, and I think I'm going to go with Agent, and it's like a dirty orange, so I don't want it as bright perhaps as Secure. So obviously I started off with the yellow, and now we're going down a notch to like a grungy orange. So of course, just putting that into the crease and a little bit higher on the other eye. A little bit more of that. Now of course, if you are a little bit concerned about putting yellow on your eye, yes, it's looking bright, but as always I'm going to use the trick that I love to do to neutralise that yellow a little bit. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Always blend, take my time and really blend, 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 blend. Now what I'm going to do is take that Agent shade, which I love, and I'm going to pop that underneath the eye. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, now what I want to do is go into a deeper colour, and I'm going to start off with Smooth Criminal, which is a warm brown. See how I get on with that. And I'm using the point of the brush this time, just to apply that here. So on the outer third of the lid, and then I'm going to take that up, and that has blended out absolutely beautifully. No dragging, no, you know, sticking to one part of the eye and not budging. I'm just patting it through the crease like that. Now I'm going to get a little, tiny little bit more, and then just run that underneath the eye. A little bit more. I mean, if you wanted to do a sunset look, I don't know why, I'm just not particularly keen on, I love yellow and I love the orange, but I really don't like the red in a sunset eye. I much prefer a neutral brown. It's just, you know, my preference. But you could, of course, rather than the brown, go in with a red, you know, for a sunset eye look. But it's just, you know, I suppose my style. I just like brown. Absolutely stunning. Now I'm just going back in with a little bit of Agent, just to brush that edge out a little bit. Obviously I've got a little bit heavy-handed on this side. There we go. And I'm going now into the colour, and it's called Prowl, which is the deepest shade within this palette, the deepest matte. And I'm just going to pop it here. So just, again, just stipple that product into the crease like that, and just blend that through. like that. And again on the other side. This is what I really love about collections. They really do work beautifully all together. The hard work is done for you. I'm just going to get a clean brush, going back into Agent, and just blend this out a little bit. Like that. And I'm just going to go back to my first brush, whatever's still on there, I'm just going to take that underneath. Because it's so pigmented, you really don't need any more product. Like that. Now I've got to choose the shimmer, and I think I'm going to have to go in with that coin shade. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. I love the name of it as well, because it really does conjure up, sorry, you know, such a shiny coin. Oh. But it's not a yellow as in, you know, yellow here or yellow here. It's got a slight like green to it, which really does make it so vibrant. Outstanding. And I think these palettes are about £15 on their own, 15, something like that, which is, you know, pretty good value. Just going to get that brush again, make sure that it's not going. There we go, perfect. Oh, it's just outstanding. I'm just going back into Smooth Criminal, which was the first brown. Not that really deep brown, just to blend that edge a little bit. And you can see we've got an incredibly bright eye, but it just looks, you know, okay, because you've got that neutral element to it as well. Now I'm going to get this brush, which is the 250 pencil and powder smudge brush, also from Primark, and I'm going to go into Guilt Trip. I think I don't want to go as icy as, is that VIP? I don't want to go as icy as that, so I'm going into Guilt Trip here and see what that looks like on the inner corner. So as always, just blend that shade into the lid shade. Like that. I think I might have to just go over it with a little bit of VIP. That is also a technique that I really love. I actually used it, I think, was it yesterday's video? I wore a blue eyeshadow and it didn't quite match what I was wearing, and you know that I love matching. I also love not matching, but I really wanted to match yesterday. So the blue, I just took a light champagne, went over the top, and it gave me the colour that I wanted. So I'm going into that really icy shade now, VIP, which is a little bit too icy for what I want. But this is a little bit too yellow, and it's not is, you know, as highlighted as it could be, I suppose. There, that really pops, and I absolutely am obsessed with a very, you know, an inner corner highlight that pops. Okay, I'm just going to pop the eyeliner on. It's not from Morphe, so I'll list it down below. And then then I'm just going to apply a little bit of my mascara. Again, I don't have a mascara from Morphe. If there's any other brands that you would like me to revisit for a certain, you know, colour block look, I'm obsessed also with Profusion. I've got some more products to share from that brand. So yeah, let me know if there's any other brands of products that you've seen me share on my channel that you would like me to revisit. Oops, got a little bit of clumping going on there. I think I haven't wiped off enough. This year my New Year's resolution was to keep from purchasing too many high-end products, and I'm talking about £50–60 a palette, because I do think that, you know, these lower priced products are just as good. So I probably won't be sharing with you too much, you know, really expensive makeup brands, and also I'm trying to be a little bit more selective about what I purchase. So if you have seen anything, you know, within one I've already shared that you'd like me to revisit, rather than me purchasing, I'm not really into purchasing a whole bunch of makeup just for a video. I like to be a little bit more cost effective than that. Oh, obsessed. Now I've got this, which is one of their Out and About collections. Don't worry if you can't get this any longer as a collection. You can still purchase these products all separately. Now I've got the lip liner here, which is Backseat Love. So looks like this. They are really, really long. I absolutely love it. I think you get a lot of product for your money. I can't quite remember how much these are. I'm sure they are under £10 though. And obviously I will have everything linked down below. So this is Backseat Love. This is from their Bare Babe collection. So if you have got it, this is what I'm using today. Lovely. And then I'm going in with, I can never read these because they're so small, but it says matte and it's Wifey. So this is what their lipsticks look like. Again, you can pick these up separately from the website. I actually took the opportunity to pick up a collection because I've been after a trio of products for so long to test out these lip products, and that's why I took the opportunity to pick that up at Christmas. But like I say, these are all readily available. So this is Wifey. Beautiful feeling lipstick. Again, I think these are under £10 and they are very, very good quality. I would even compare them to MAC lipsticks because they last, they feel gorgeous. They've got a couple of you know, like they've got a matte. This one is obviously matte, but it's a comfort matte. It's very comfortable, and they've also got some cream finish as well. And I think they've got metallics, but don't quote me on that. What I can remember is the mattes and the creams, and it is just a beautiful colour. Now this is their gloss. I had been after this for so long. This is Flower Crown and it always seems to be sold out. Again, I think this is about £9, something like that. And I really, really love it. It's a little bit more peachy, but I really, really like it for a daytime look, and I think it really works. So I'm just going to pop this in the middle. in fact, I'm going to just dot it on. Oh. What I really loved about the collections that Morphe brought out for Christmas regarding their lip collections, they all really work. I've got another one as well, which is a little bit deeper. This is their lighter collection. So obviously don't worry too much about the collection. The products, I will link them down below separately, so that if you do take you know, fancy to one product, you can purchase it separately. But I really liked the fact that they put these collections together, because it really showed that these three products can work beautifully. And the gloss is not gloopy, you know, it's not stringy, it's not my lips are not sticking together. The whole look is just stunning. I mean, that coin on the eye, outstanding. So I'm so pleased that I was inspired today by Yellow, because it's, you know, it's made me then revisit Morphe products that I haven't used for a while, and I'm obsessed with today's look. Like I say, if you would like me to revisit another brand of products that you've seen on my channel already, like I said, I want to be more cost effective with the products that I purchase. So if there is a brand of products, like I said, that you've seen me use before, that you know I've got, say like Profusion, I'm happy to share that with you. And if you would like, you know, today I was inspired by Yellow, so perhaps you would like me to share with you another brand and another colour that I can be inspired by or with. Yeah, by. So yeah, that's my yellow inspired look using Morphe. I'll just show you the eye look close up. I mean, I don't often wear highlight, but that is just stunning. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on the makeup that I've used today, the look that I've created. You know, what are your thoughts about that? And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. But as always, until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Same place. Thank you. Bye.